Hi again, and welcome back to the JR Test Kitchen with Fraser Lee. It's the next instalment of our comprehensive test between the JR Touch-Free Quantum and the Vitamix Professional Series 750. Again, say it in every section, every video. If you're watching this as part of the entire long video with all parts together, welcome to the next section. If you're watching this as an individual video, look for all our other videos in this extensive review series between these two top-of-the-range blenders. Right, in this section we're going to be grinding coffee. It's something that a lot of people are using their commercial blenders for now. The Vitamix and the Quantum should, in theory, as top-end 600 odd pound plus machines should be able to do. So it's quite simple, this one, don't have to go into too much. We filled the 2 litre jar on the Vitamix, Vitamix 750, and we're using the cyclone jar that's included. So before, if you're new to this series, you do get the 2 litre jar with the JR Quantum, but you get the 1 litre cyclone jar with it as well, with the twisting arms. You don't necessarily need to use the twisting arms with coffee, really. It's a dry ingredient, it's not going to get stuck to the side. Out of habit, I just put that on all the time, but you do get a standard blender jug lid with the cyclone jar as well for use with standard things like smoothies and grinding coffee and things like that. But with the Vitamix, you have to use the 2 litre jug unless you get the specialist grinding jug for this particular test. I will be honest, this is the standard jug. This is not the grinding jug. So I will bear that in mind with the results. However, £650 machine, and if you want an actual specified specialist jug for grinding, you've got to give them another £100 odd or $200 or whatever it is in dollars and so on. But another in the UK, £120, £100, something like that. So you're buying a separate jug. So realistically, to charge that much as the first negative on the Vitamix is you're already having to pay 600 odd pounds, sort of $800, $750, and then you have to then actually buy a separate secondary jug. A tick in the mark for the JR Quantum blender is that you're getting everything bundled in the price. So the same RRP, they're around about £600 each, but you get everything bundled in. You get spatulas, you get recipe books, you get the cyclone jar with the twisting arms. You're not being charged extra for specific grinding. So that we don't have the grinding jug. If you're watching this is the standard jug. We'll see how it grinds. We'll take it into account that it's not the grinding jug. But if you're someone who's just bought the initial bundle of Vitamix, you haven't got the grinding jug, you will be using this jug to do your grinding because you haven't got the grinding jug. So unless you spend extra. So we're going to do the test based on what you get when you buy the machine and don't pay extra for extra accessories. So simple on this one. There's no preset function for grinding on the Vitamix. So we're just going to start it at low speed, ramp it up, give it sort of 30 seconds or so. And then what you do on the Quantum, on the JR Touch-Free Quantum, is you do actually have a grinding function there. So we're just going to crack straight on and do this. We'll do them separately. We'll do the Quantum first for this, and then we'll do the Vitamix for roughly the same sort of time. I want you to hear the difference in sound. So, okay, so we'll just get straight on, touch that. This is the twisting arm. It's not a specific sort of silicone sealed blender lid. It's just a twisting arm lid. So make sure it's on firmly, because it's make sure it's twisting. This coffee's going to throw up, so make sure it's on firmly. And we go. You could twist the lid, give it a twist, but it's not really sticking anyway. Keep everything moving. I probably could have used a normal standard lid on that to allow the coffee to move. If anything, by using the twisting lid, I've stopped the flow of coffee flowing around the machine. But the beauty of it is you can keep it moving, and that's done. So that's actually done already. That didn't take long. It's absolutely no messing around with the Quantum, and that is pure absolute coffee grinder. It's fantastic. So what we'll do is we'll get that out in a sec and do a bit of sieving off. So we'll do the Vitamix. We're going to put it onto variable one and just ramp it up. roughly the same sort of time. First thing to note is that coffee's sort of flown out the top a little bit because the machine is, you know, intense. So with this jug full power, it's thrown a lot of coffee around, but who cares at the end of the day if it gives you good coffee. Oh, okay, so quite a lot of coffee's gone everywhere when I've taken the lid off. That's, you know, a point to note. Again, that's not a negative. I'm not going to, you know, pick it up on it. You're grinding coffee's gone in the lid, so be it. But just bear in mind, we take the lid off, you've got quite a lot of coffee everywhere. You didn't have that problem with the Quantum. You took the lid off, and you actually, it's all sort of on there, but it's not flown off everywhere. That's actually made a bit of a mess. When I've taken that lid off, a lot of it's gone up. Blended, to be fair, but a lot of it's gone up into the lid. Just shaking this down. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I had a little pause there. What I'm going to try and do is I've just set these up, and I've got the coffee in the cyclone jar of the Quantum, and I've got the Vitamix's one as well. I've set up a little sieve over a bowl here. I'm just going to pour some in to see how fine. Which attempt to do this one-handed. I'm going to sieve off a load of this coffee, and that'll do. You can see in there it's incredibly well. I mean, that's actually a two-piece, sort of a different sort of two-piece blade that works very well for grinding anyway. But if I try and sieve off a little bit of this, oh, there's a little bit gone through. Oh, look, virtually. There's a couple of bits there, look. A couple of bits. Shake it. Most went through with a tap. I mean, it pretty much all went through a sieve. Let's see if we do the same with the Vitamix. Do the same with the Vitamix. I mean, that's incredibly well blended with the Vitamix one. Let's put roughly the same sort of amount in and give that a shake. Give that a shake. Aha! I mean, it's still done a very good job, don't get me wrong. But that's interesting. You know, shake it. I can try and be as fair as possible. I want this to be as fair as possible. So I'm going to give it a shake and a tap, just like I did with the coffee from the cyclone jar of the Quantum, touch-free Quantum. Now look, I've had to work harder, and I'm going to be nitpicky because the Vitamix has done a very good job of the coffee. However, I mean, we're talking very fine margins here. You do have a few lumps in there. I could pour some more out. You might have a few more lumps. Again, I'm being nitpicky. I know I am. You wouldn't be disappointed if you got the Vitamix and grinded some coffee and had that left. But we are looking for a winner in this test. And although it's very, very minor, I didn't get any of that from the cyclone jar's coffee. You've got a few lumps in there that haven't gone through the strainer. There you go. You're not going to mind, let's face it, you're not going to mind. They've both done incredible jobs, really. But if we have to pick a winner, and based on that, the Quantum has taken it. The cyclone jar grinding with the Quantum has taken that one again. So that is another tick for the Quantum. And so far, there's been a couple of draws. The Vitamix is performing really well, but the Quantum the touch-free Quantum from JR is actually just performing that little bit better in every task so far. And although that one was incredibly tight, incredibly close, we're down to literally a gram of coffee, you know, maybe not even that hasn't gone through that strainer. But every single piece of the coffee from the Quantum cyclone jar did go through the strainer. So we're picking a winner. We have to pick the winner, and the winner on that one again, albeit only just, I must say, they both did a very good job. But the winner there was the Quantum, the JR Touch 3 Quantum. It did make a more uniform grind and didn't leave any chunks in the amount that we poured in. So, and that's using the cyclone jar. So, okay, so that's that section done. If you're watching this as part of the series, see you in the next section. If you're watching this individual video, have a little look around, see the other videos we've done in this series. See you again soon.